Hello and welcome to Roots Mati Majra. And today's topic is about the news which has come recently that Delhi has been rated as the most polluted capital of the world in 2023. This is not the first time that Delhi is in news for its bad air quality or the pollution. But the last year's 2022's reports and says that according to the 2022 reports, Delhi was the eighth most polluted city, but now we are the topmost country in the world with the highest rate of pollution. We want to know and understand this pollution, why it is, and why for many, many years we have been struggling with the pollution of Delhi, and still we are struggling, and now we are the leading countries, and this is really unfortunate. And today we have with us an eminent scientist, Dr. Mohan P. George. Dr. Mohan P. George, welcome to the show. And Dr. Mohan P. George has been working in this field of pollution and environment for many, many years. He has served as ex-additional director to Delhi Pollution Control Committee, and presently he is advisor to Center for Science and Environment. Sir, welcome to the show. We have also with us our editor of Roots Mati Majra, Mr. V.K. Cherian, a senior journalist, and we are going to engage today in trying to just figure out the reasons why Delhi is not coming out of this pollution for many, many years, and we are struggling with the health issues and many, many more issues. Welcome to the show, Mr. Cherian, Mr. George. We can start with a question from Mr. Cherian.
Thank you, Vinny. Morning, Dr. George.
Good morning,
you have been struggling with this issue of pollution in Delhi for years, and it won't be a good news for you. You know what has come this year, because you are on the forefront of fighting this pollution in Delhi. So, what is your initial response to what has caused this honor, which is which is not an honor, but it's an honor which is makes all of us ashamed of it.
Yes, Mr. Cherian, what I comment on this, one more report and one more season for discussions. Because when you go through this report, nothing new came out. Now you are telling it is one of the most polluted capital. Sometime you put as one of the most polluted city. But nothing new. In this, just we are changing the titles of the report. No new data is there. If you talk about it is one of the most polluted capital or one of the most polluted city, if you just see, there's Dhaka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India. And we earlier also discussed about the Indo-Gangetic plan. So these three countries or these three capitals is just coming in the Indo-Gangetic plain only. And when you are talking about dust, yes, it's wind-blown dust. So you are here in the top most polluted country and capital and city. Yes, Mr. Cherian. Hello.
Yeah, that's fine. But see, the whole disappointment, the so-called disappointment, is that there's been a lot of effort by the scientific community, the government, everybody to address this issue. So that way it's a disappointment for people who looked at science, and also people like you to at least do something about it. Of course, it's a natural phenomenon. We all know it. As you told me long back that Babar in his Babar Nama has mentioned about Indo-Gangetic plain and its pollution. So that's okay, but science, going by what we hear from China, China is also, Peking is also a very polluted city like Delhi. They have been able to control, I'm told. So why is that not happening? That's a question which, everybody has in their mind.
Look, I'm not telling that we are in very good condition. No. Or there is no other way. No, I'm not appealing that. Actually, what I want to say, first thing, our geographical location. This is responsible for it. But now comes the question what you asked. Are we failed? And cap. And if you talk about just Delhi city, starting from CNG to BS4, BS6 fuel, then we are shifted the industries, we shifted our commercial vehicle to the CNG and then to BS6 fuel, and now we are trying for the electrical vehicle, where we are failed. We sprinkling water in the winter, means peak pollution time. We are closing down even the constructions. We failed somewhere. If you want the answer, yes, we are just now following the action as a practice. Someone said to spray the water, so they are spraying water. But in the process, the basic science, why someone told to spray the water, that is lost. Actually, when the water sprinkling is started, the idea is to control the wind-blown dust and road resuspension dust by putting first to do the increase the moisture of the dust on the roadside and open area, so it will not be wind blown. But now what is happening? You are practically flooding it, and in the process you are increasing the wind-blown dust and the particle formation. So what I want to say, in the process, we are repeating it. Ritually we are doing it, but we actually lost the science. Industrial shifting or stopping the construction in the specific crucial period. Yes, you are stopping the construction, but are you covering the raw material, the sand, the dug up mud properly or not? Otherwise, stopping the construction is no meaning, because the dust will be wind blown. So you are actually losing the actual aim what you did, which you what you want, by which you wanted to control the actual problem.
Okay, which
So
means that you are in effect saying that there is no scientific long-term approach to this issue so far developed. It's only short-term measures to counter the criticism. Is that what you are saying?
actually what we are doing, the short-term actions or knee-jerk reaction, what we say, and we are not properly following up the scientific principle based on it. That's a reason we are repeatedly failing. And once again, you can't control, you can't improve a city of 1,400 square kilometer in isolation. You have to control it in the proper airshed based approach. Then only things will be under control. You can see the data is showing from Lahore to down Dhaka, everything is polluted. Then you have, then you are trying to control the pollution in 1,400 square kilometer. You never achieve the result, because the air is the dynamic package. It's moving from one area to other area. Meteorological conditions impact actually on these things very crucially. You can see someday there's a good wind speed and everything is cleaned within hours, and we are just neglecting it. And these type of reports which give these values is based on the very localized low cost sensor. and the comparison itself is not proper. It's the population based weightage given to that. But we can't compare these countries even with each other. They have different meteorological condition. We talked earlier also we are getting the actual rainy days in hardly 10 days, 10, 12 to 12 days in Delhi. And the winter rains now and then. So whenever you are comparing the city and giving the ranking of the capitals or cities, then you have to put the more weightage to other meteorological factors also, like wind speed, the mixing heights, what's the rain there, and that type of thing. Otherwise, you get sometime Delhi is the most polluted, sometime Dhaka is the most polluted, because you are always concentrating on the particulate concentration.
Okay.
At the same time, if you
Yeah. So I have a question, Dr. George here. You said that we have to like these kind of reports will just keep on shifting. One sometime it is Dhaka, sometime it is Lahore, or sometime it is Delhi, and it's just one of the reports, and we are too used of it. And as a solution, can it be possible to reach on some solution if we have some collective measures from Pakistan and Bangladesh and New Delhi, and just see that this is not an isolated problem. Besides our local issues of industrialization and too much of construction and local pollution of like vehicular pollution, for example, other than that, a larger issue of pollution in this area, as you said, the Gangetic plain, can be tackled in a way by collective measures from these three countries.
Look, that is the dream situation when I talk Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India sit together and discuss the problem. Yes, that's the ideal thing. But at least we must start with our neighboring states. Haryana, Punjab, that's the 8 state of the Indo-Gangetic plan. They have to plan and they have to control this pollution. Then only we get some significant values. Otherwise, in isolated patches, we say Delhi is reduced by 20% or Kanpur is reduced by 25%. But we have to check our data properly. We have to audit the systems. We have to audit our methods, what we are approaching for evaluation. Then only we get the result. Otherwise, this type of report come and you have to react. And this type of report actually must be evaluated by the scientific bodies like Central Pollution Control Board or Ministry of Environment, Government of India, and they must put what's the problem. Is it that I'm ready, anyone is doing research, if it is good, yes, it's welcome. But are they putting right thing in right prospects? That we have to do. Can we analyze a small 10,000 rupees sensor with the few lakh rupees reference grade method? Where your stations are located? ITO, that's on just a road curb station in Delhi. And media conveniently telling as an ambient air station, Anand Vihar. It's a road curb station. But media always report as an ambient value. That's wrong.
Okay.
But it's sensational, so everyone publish it.
Okay. No, it's a ongoing sensational story, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But you see, they say that in China, with the kind of population which they have, Chinese population, the big cities, they have been able to do something. Do we have anything to learn from their experiment? What is it they are doing right and what is it we are not doing right at all?
If we are reaching on the conclusion Delhi or Indian cities are not doing anything, no, they are doing it. And our particulate is reducing also. But of course, China, I take that data with a pinch of salt. But because that's actual scientific data is not available in the public domain for China. Yes, they claim it's reduced, and we have to believe. But our data is under public scrutiny. So Chinese data we have to check. But I can say one thing: we have to take the strict action. We have to take the action plans, which is for season specific, winter, summer, and other time. And we have to form a single body which take all the responsibilities and accountability. Then only we can achieve. If we just say municipal corporation will do this and PWD will do that, and at the same time pollution control board will monitor it, will not achieve anything.
So we mentioned, what is the short-term measures and the long-term measures you will suggest as somebody very experienced in this field? What will be your advice to the government? Will it be? It must be given to Central Pollution Control Board as a national subject, and then everybody else work under them. Is it one of the solutions which you are indicating?
No, we already formed a commission which is working for NCR. And as far as CPCB, if you say it or not, they are the custodian. They are the umbrella body. They are duty bound to take the action. But we have to identify the problem and we have to act on that. But we say, you go for the low-hanging fruits, then go for the more complicated issues. But that must be underlined, and a body must be accountable for that purpose. We always say road resuspension dust is a major cause for Delhi. But our road condition is not changed yet. We do the mechanical sweeping. But anyone living in Delhi know that we only just clearing the central borders, nothing else. So, if in Delhi, in 1,400 square kilometer area, you take all the action for industrial pollution control. But as soon as you go out of the NCR, everything you can burn. So, if something is burning somewhere, it will move towards downwind direction. It's very normal thing. So that's what I said, we have to take the airshed-based action.
So what is it you will want to see as as a scientist? What is it? Who takes lead in what? Because cities will continue to complain, but not the small cities or villages in India. That's been the trend. Anything on Delhi, there will be news and people will scream in television screens and media, and then they forget about it. And every winter, in fact, onset of winter, we have this big build up about pollution. But after that, in summer, everybody conveniently forgets it. So what is it, as a person who has lived the life of a pollution scientist, what is it you will like to see to seriously address this?
What I want to see is, at least in next winter, we will decide we will reduce our particulate emission. Look, whatsoever is traveling with the wind and all, it's okay. But I will reduce my localized emission by a certain percentage. It may be 10%, it may be 15%, but make a start. When we say we will stop the road resuspension dust, we must clean the road. We must remove the dust. We must dispose it properly. Now our mechanical sweeper collect it. Where they are dumping, we don't know. Is someone is keeping the record? How much tons of dust I collected and where it disposed? So, just select one or two issues and control it. Down the line, within 3, 4, 5 years, we will achieve something. That's the only way. That must be, the body must be accountable. The proper scientific auditing must be done for that. And we will find the result.
You mean to say that we have to continue to see such reports coming every year for next few years, and then with concerted effort there can be some changes maybe in a decade or so. That's what your long-term view is.
If we are working, yes, we can achieve it. I can't see in near future we are getting the WHO standard or 5 or 10. It's not possible because due to your geographical location. But at least we achieve 70 or 80 microgram. At least what we targeted in NCAP. At least we must achieve that. Things will improve. In one day, it is not possible to get the 5, and our geographical location never allow that. Because we have the wind blown dust. We are in the dusty area of the world. So we have to live with it. And I am happy my dust is not toxic. The toxic part is very less in that.
Vinny?
So, if we can sum it up with reference to the report, which from where our discussion was initiated, we can say that such kind of reports keep coming. Sometime we are at the top, sometime city like Dhaka is at the top. And one take is that we have to consider the fact that we are living in this range of dust area, which is being pushed from the wind speed and wind location, one. And second is that these kind of reports should be presented to the government body and all those agencies like those who have scientific background, and they can review these kind of reports, and then they should come out of the basis behind these kind of report, and also what is the basis of this kind of report. And then coming to the solution, what we have discussed is that accountability should be given to the agency which is looking after, which is responsible, and in this case Central Pollution Control Board, and there should be a single body. As you have said, that we should take out the issues and act on one measures at a time, and this is not unachievable. Anything as a last comment you want to make, sir, Dr. George?
Yes, it's achievable, no doubt about it. Once again, I will repeat, yes, WHO standard is not possible to achieve here, but we get a breathable air where we can live peacefully. Yes, it's possible.
Thank you, Dr.
CPCB or any other body, state boards, I'm not doubting their capacity, but whosoever is responsible, he must accountable also. Just tell I put the target of 15% reduction and I achieve 7% or 20%. The data must be public and open to any expert who want to see it. Then things will change.
Okay. So we can hope that Delhi's pollution can be contained in near future, and if we can just pinpoint the problems and act on this, and accountability can be put on the agencies responsible for it. Thank you, Dr. George, very much for joining and giving your expert views, advices, and also suggestions to the government agencies. And thank you, V.K. Cherianji, so much. And thank you, audience, for joining with us. And we will connect with you again with some very, very specific and pertinent issue. Thank you so much. Till then, bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. George.
Bye.